The Pixel 2 is more or less a clone of the original Pixel. It sports a 5-inch display with thick bezels along its top and bottom edges. The Pixel 2 XL, on the other hand, eschews those bezels for a nearly edge-to-edge display. Oh, and both phones can now survive a dip in up to 3 feet of water for 30 minutes without giving up the ghost. That's a huge improvement over the original Pixels. While the Pixel 2 and Pixel 2 XL have different size screens, they both use the same display technology. The Pixel 2 comes with a 1920 x 1080 resolution AMOLED panel, while the 2 XL has a 2880 x 1440 resolution AMOLED display. Interestingly, my Pixel 2's screen had a warmer, yellow tint, while the Pixel 2 XL's screen had a cooler, blue tint. The difference isn't noticeable when you view the phones separately, but when you look at them at the same time, it's pretty obvious. Between the Galaxy Note 8, iPhone 8 Plus and Pixel 2 XL, the Note 8 seems to lean toward cooler colors, while the iPhone favors warmer hues. The Pixel 2 XL seems to split the difference between the two. Despite the fact that the Pixel 2's panel looked warmer than the 2 XL's, it still wasn't as warm as the iPhone's, though it was certainly not as cool as the Galaxy S8's. Photos taken with the Note 8 did tend to offer more exaggerated colors, while the Pixel 2 and iPhone 8 Plus looked more natural. I also liked low-light photos taken with the Pixel better than those taken with the iPhone 8 Plus, but when I used the flash, the iPhone 8 came out on top. All three cameras had trouble balancing out darker skin tones against bright clothing. Despite the Pixel 2's lack of a dual-lens camera, Google still managed to integrate the now popular portrait mode into its handsets. The feature, which creates a bokeh effect that blurs the background while leaving the foreground in focus, looked fantastic on the Pixel 2. Google says that's because it uses split pixels and machine learning to achieve the effect. In my tests, the feature worked better with the Pixel 2 than Samsung's Galaxy Note 8, as the Note 8 had some trouble distinguishing between certain background objects and the foreground. One of the most helpful features of the Pixel's camera is the addition of Google Lens. Using machine learning, Lens can pull out specific information from a photo such as phone numbers, addresses, names, landmarks, art, and media. I took a picture of my landlord's information while leaving my building one morning and Lens pulled out the address and phone number, making it incredibly easy for me to quickly call and complain about the pounding on the wall next door. Lens was also able to recognize the text in a photo of a sign for High Street Kitchen & Co. and provide me with relevant search results, including the eatery's nearest locations. Samsung's Bixby offers similar functionality, but when I took a photo of the same sign, it was unable to provide me with search results and instead offered shopping options for large signs, language translation, and images with similar fonts. Of course, Google has worked to ensure that its Google Assistant is baked directly into the Pixel 2. Using a new feature called Active Edge, you can squeeze the sides of the Pixel to instantly bring up Assistant. You can also squeeze to silence calls and allow it to open Assistant even when the screen is off. Speaking of which, the Pixel 2 and Pixel 2 XL feature Always In displays, which show you recent notifications in white text against a black background when the screen is locked and off. This is also where Google's Now Playing option lives. The feature, which is turned on by default, listens for sounds playing nearby and can identify them and display them on the lock screen. I had trouble getting it to work well, though, as it took several seconds to identify some songs and couldn't identify others. Still, if you want to avoid the iPhone and you're sick of Samsung, the Pixel 2 and Pixel 2 XL are the ones to get. More from Dan, email Daniel@Dowley@, follow him on Twitter @DanielHowley.